यस बेटा, आप लोगों का क्लास 12 का लास्ट का टॉपिक है मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज के कुछ क्वेश्चंस रिमेनिंग है. वी आर गोइंग टू कंप्लीट देम. ठीक है बेटा. क्लास 12 डिफरेंशिएशन मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज है बेटा आप लोगों की. सी टेक नाउ सी आपका क्वेश्चन है क्वेश्चन नंबर 12. मिसलेनियस एक्सरसाइज क्या है बेटा. गिवन दैट y is equal to 12 1 minus cos t and x is equal to 10 t minus sin t and it lies between minus pi by 2 less than t less than pi by 2. Understand? To find out dy upon k dx. Y is equal to this and x is equal to this and its value of t lies between this. It is the parametric form and you have to find out with the help of this parametric form dy upon k dx. And this dy upon dx is equal to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. It means you have to find out first of all dy upon dt, then dx upon dt. After find out both the derivative of y with respect to t and with respect to x, put the value of dy by dt and dx by dt in these places. Then you can find out dy upon k dx. Understand? Okay, write down here. Differentiation with respect to t we get. So your dy upon dt is equal to 12. 1 is constant, its derivative is 0. Cos t, derivative cos t minus sin t, minus plus, that is the reason sin t. So dy upon dt is equal to 12 sin t. Understand? That is its derivative and now it's. So your dx upon dt is equal to 10t, derivative t 1, derivative sin t cos t minus cos t. Minus cos t. So dy upon dx is equal to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt is equal to 12 sin t upon 10 1 minus cos t. That is your result. You can simplify it. You can simplify it in this way. Dy upon dx is equal to tan upon 12 इंटू साइन टी, फार्मूला अप्लाई करोगे, आइडेंटिटीज है 2 साइन टी बाई 2 टी बाई 2 and 1 minus cos t 2 sin square t by 2. This means these two cancel this sin t by 2 cancel one of it, and 2 5s and then 2 6. Then your dy upon dx is equal to 6 by 5 into cos t by 2 upon sin t by 2. This is equal to cot t by 2. dy upon dx is equal to 6 by 5 cot t by 2. It's also the result. You can leave it here. If you want to simplify and modify the result in short form, then you have to do some calculations to simplify this result. Understand? Now, next. Question number 13. A very important question, बहुत ही अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, लॉजिकल क्वेश्चन है. You have to think something before solve this question. Now see, given that your y is equal to sin inverse x plus sin inverse root 1 minus x square minus 1 less than x less than 1. Value of x lies between this, and you have to find out dy upon k dx. इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्री फंक्शंस का केस है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल do simplify it as you solve inverse trigonometry functions questions. Now put x is equal to sin theta, implies that theta is equal to sin inverse x. Understand? So your y is equal to sin inverse sin theta plus sin inverse root 1 minus sin square theta. Then your y is equal to sin is this theta according to this, plus sin inverse root cos square theta, and y is equal to theta sin inverse cos theta. It come outside root. Clear? It is not possible to cancel. Accurate? Plus theta plus sin inverse, and sin according to this sin pi by 2 minus theta. Sin pi by 2 minus theta is equal to cos theta. Now what is your y? Y is equal to theta plus pi by 2 minus theta. this cancel. Then your y is equal to pi by 2. You can understand, differentiate with respect to x, we get, so your dy upon dx is equal to 0. Understand? Understand? Result is equal to 0. You can solve this question others method. That is your first method. वेरी इजी, डायरेक्टली सब्स्टिट्यूट आप लोगों ने यूज किया है, बट केस आप लोगों के पास इनवर्स ट्रिग्नोमेट्री फंक्शंस का है. राइट डाउन हियर, योर y इज इक्वल टू सेकंड मेथड साइन इनवर्स x प्लस साइन इनवर्स 1 माइनस एक्स स्क्वायर, -1 लेस देन x लेस देन 1. आपके पास फार्मूला होगा साइन इनवर्स x प्लस में साइन इनवर्स y का, यूजिंग आइडेंटिटी साइन इनवर्स x प्लस साइन इनवर्स y is equal to यस बेटा, दिस इज इक्वल टू यूजिंग आइडेंटिटी साइन इनवर्स x प्लस साइन इनवर्स y इज इक्वल टू साइन इनवर्स x रूट 1 माइनस y स्क्वायर प्लस y रूट 1 माइनस x स्क्वायर. क्लियर? Where x is equal to x and y is equal to this. So your y is equal to sine inverse, yes beta, x root 1 minus y square. Why this? 1 minus 1 minus x square plus y What is y? Y is this. 1 minus x square root 1 minus x square. Clear? Your y is equal to sine inverse x root 1 minus 1 plus x square. 1 minus x square, 1 minus x square, 1 minus x square. 1 to 1 cancel. Then your y is equal to sine inverse x root x square plus 1 minus x square. See it carefully. Both the methods are same, hold the same result, but the way of solving is different. It is your first method and it is your second method. Understand? Now your y is equal to sine inverse x square. Then x come out the root, multiply to x. This is equal to x square plus 1 minus x square. This cancel. Then your y is equal to sine inverse 1. What is 1? Sine inverse 1. Y. ऐसे generally if we see it, it is a constant function. Derivative of a constant function is equal to 0. Then we directly we can derivative it, differentiate it. But what is the value of sine inverse 1? Sine inverse 1 is pi by 2. And this y and this y in the first method and in the second method, y is equal to pi by 2. All the same result. Now differentiate with respect to x. So your dy upon dx is equal to 0. In both the case, they hold the same result, but solving method is different. In which method you want to solve, you can solve. Understand? Okay. 14th question. Well, most important and very logical questions है. You have to think before solving this question. Write down here, given that, what is given? Given that x root 1 plus y plus y root 1 plus x is equal to 0 and it lies between minus 1 less than x less than 1. Yes, to prove. आप लोगों ने प्रूव करना है dy upon dx is equal to minus 1 root, minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. Yes. Not drive it directly. First of all, try to simplify it. Then do differentiate it. आप लोग स्टूडेंट डायरेक्टली सोल्व मत करना इस क्वेश्चंस को. थिंक बिफोर सोल्विंग एंड सिंप्लीफाई इट. Now, x root 1 plus y is equal to minus y root 1 plus x. Understand? Now, scaling on both sides. we get x square 1 plus y, y square 1 plus x. Understand? Left to right, then squaring on both sides. So now doing multiply on both sides, x square plus x square y is equal to y square plus y square x. Understand? Now x square minus y square, this come to here, and y square x, this come to this side, x square y. Now x square minus y square itself है identity, x minus y factorized form में write down करो, x plus y. Now taking common here xy. What is this? When you take xy common here, then here remaining is y minus x. Am I right? Now x minus y and x plus y is equal to minus xy and x minus y. This cancel to this. And x plus y is equal to minus xy. Clear? Okay. What is required? 1 upon 1 plus x. Yes, see. One time. Then y plus xy is equal to minus x. Left to right. Now take y common here. 1 plus x is equal to minus x, and your y is equal to minus x upon 1 plus x. Your explicit functions, which is in the form of u by v, and use product rule here before differentiate. To differentiate it, use product rule here. Write down here. Differentiate. Sorry, not product. U by v means quotient rule. Use here. Differentiate with respect to x. So your dy upon dx is equal to minus 1 plus x u by v. That's 1 minus x derivative 1 plus x. 1 derivative is 0. X derivative is 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. V का whole square. Then your dy upon dx is equal to minus 1 plus x, then minus x upon 1 plus x whole square. This cancel. So your dy upon dx is equal to minus 1 upon 1 plus x whole square. It is your result. It is very logical question. You have to think before solving that kind of questions, beta. Not to solve them directly. If you solve this question directly, then you cannot find out this result. Because we have to prove this question. According to this result, we have to think about the statement before finding out dy upon dx. Clear? Okay, next. Next question. Parametric form का question. No, it is not a parametric form. You have to prove it. Write down here, given that cos y is equal to x cos a plus y give cos a is not equal to plus minus 1 to prove dy upon dx is equal to cos square a plus y upon sin a. Yes, you will result in this form. It's also a logical question. इसको भी करने से पहले आपको सोचना पड़ेगा. You have to think after interrelating to both. आपको इंटरलेटेड करना पड़ेगा. Then you think according to its requirement. Now, okay, cos y upon cos a plus y is equal to x. A pure implicit functions है. You can write down it in the form of y is equal to f of x. आप इसको इस फॉर्म में नहीं लिख सकते. Pure implicit functions है. It is not explicit functions. Now u by v left side and right side simple functions है. Polynomial है. Right side and it is in the u by v. Apply here quotient formula. Write down here. Differentiate with respect to x. We get cos a plus y. Derivative cos y minus sin y. Derivative y dy upon dx. Minus cos y derivative cos sin a plus y. Derivative of 0 or derivative of y dy upon dx upon cos square a plus y is equal to 1. Clear? Okay. Simplify it one time. Proper form में write down it. Cos a plus y, this minus come this and sin y. Minus minus plus and dy upon dx minus minus plus cos y and sin a plus y dy upon dx upon cos square a plus y is equal to 1. Now take common here dy upon dx and do cross multiply it. Now come here. Write down it. आप कॉमन ले सकते हैं। यस बेटा, माइनस cos a प्लस वाई sin y, one time write down it again, save one step here, write down it before sin a plus y cos y minus cos a plus y and then sin y and dy upon dx is equal to cross it to this side cos square a plus y। आप लोगों ने इन केस ऑफ प्रूफ आपको नॉमिनेटर मिल चुका है। नाउ देख सी दिस आइडेंटिटी, साइन एक्स कोस वाई माइनस कोस एक्स साइन वाई, कोस साइन एक्स माइनस वाई आइडेंटिटीज है। यू कैन यूज दिस आइडेंटिटी है साइन एक्स माइनस वाई। एक आप लोगों का आइडेंटिटीज है, according to use this here, then this result is equal to your x is equal to a plus y, your y is equal to y, x minus y, sin a plus y minus y into dy upon dx is equal to cos square a plus y. Y to y cancel to each other, then remaining is here sin a dy upon dx is equal to cos square a plus y, then here dy upon dx is equal to cos square a plus y upon sin a, hence proof। Very, very logical question. You should think before solve these questions. Understand? Okay. See next. Question given that x is equal to a cos t plus t sin t and your y is equal to a sin t minus t cos t फाइंड आउट में डी स्क्वायर वाई अपॉन डी एक्स, या टू फाइंड आउट इट। पैरामीट्रिक फॉर्म है, दिस क्वेश्चन इज इन द पैरामीट्रिक फॉर्म and you have to find out this. It means first of all you will find dx by dt and dy by dt, then find out second order derivative. Yes, solve it. both cases में है differentiation with respect to t. We get so your dx upon dt, a derivative cos minus sin t plus t derivative sin t cos t plus sin t derivative this t 1. This u, this is your v. Sin t minus sin t, this cancel. So your dx upon dt is equal to at cos t. dy upon dt is equal to a sin t cos t. T derivative cos minus sin t plus cos t derivative t 1 and bracket off. Derivative dy upon dt, this is your u, this is your v, product rule is equal to a cos t minus t sin t minus plus t sin t minus cos t dy upon dt is equal to at sin t. Understand? Now, first of all, find out the so your dy upon dx is equal to dy upon dt upon dx upon dt. Understand? What is dy upon dt? This result. Substitute it here. And what is dx by dt? This result. So, for at sin t upon at cos t, this cancel. So dy upon dx is equal to sin t upon cos t is equal to tan t. So differentiate again with respect to x, we get d square y upon dx square secant square t with respect to x and derivative of t dt upon dx. But this result is equal to dx upon dt. Modify this one time. D square y upon dx square is equal to secant square t into 1 upon dx upon dt. So finally d square y upon dx square, what is the value of dx upon dt? This, put this value here. So this result is secant square t into 1 upon at cos t. 1 upon cos secant. One more time. Finally meet to the result. D square y upon dx square is equal to 1 upon at secant cube t. It's also the result, and it's also the result dx upon dt. Oh, sorry. D square y upon dx square, it's also the result, and 1 upon at cos cube t. It's also the result, it's also the result. Both are the result of this question. Understand? Next. Next question, see it. Very easy question. But think about it before solving it. If you think about this question, there is no chance of mistake here. If you solve directly without thinking, more and more chance of mistake. Here, write down here, given that your y is equal to fx gx h of x, then L M N, then A B C. It is your y. It is in a determinant form. To prove dy upon dx is equal to f of dash x g dash x h of dash x L M N, then A B C. Clear beta? You have to prove it. Now see what is given. Given that y is in the form of determinant. First of all, calculate it, then find out the result. Determinant means the value of determinant exists at any point, but requirement is this. So use product. This is your u, this is your v, this is your w. Understand? Use product rule here. This rule, product rule. Understand? Write down here. Start. Differentiate with respect to x. Take that. Your y is equal to derivative of u dash x, derivative g dash x and h dash x. Write down this L M N A B C. Understand beta? Clear है? Derivative of this into v into w. रो एंड कॉलम स्क्वायर मैट्रिक्स फॉर्म में है, स्क्वायर डिटरमिनेंट फॉर्म में है. u of x, g of x, h of x, derivative 0, derivative 0, derivative 0, then a b c plus uv, derivative of w, f of x, g of x, then h of x, L M N. Derivative है constant है 0, b also be constant, c also be constant, so their differentiation is 0. When you expand according to R2, then their result, complete result is 0, because R2 is 0, 0, 0. When you expand according to, result is fully 0. Okay? Expand according to R3, all elements of R3 are 0, so its result also be complete 0. its determinant value, last two determinant value is equal to 0. But this result is same here. So your dy upon dx, this is your dy upon dx. Dy upon dx is equal to f dash x, g dash of x, s dash of x, then L, M, N, A, B, C, and so. क्लियर है ना? ओके, लास्ट क्वेश्चन है, अच्छा क्वेश्चन है, इंपॉर्टेंट है, टू का क्वेश्चन है. सी हियर, गिवन दैट your y is equal to exponential for e raised to power a cos inverse x. Minus 1 less than or equal to x less than and equal to 1. Clear? To prove one minus x square d square y upon dx square minus x dy upon dx minus a square y is equal to 0. Yes beta, solve it. Differentiate with respect to x, we get dy upon dx is equal to e raised to power a cos inverse x. एक्सपोनेंशियल डेरिवेटिव है, डेरिवेटिव ऑफ d upon dx cos inverse x. Understand? So your dy upon dx is equal to, what is the value of this? This, substitute this y. What is the value of a cos inverse? Minus 1 upon root 1 minus x square. Write down here this 1 minus x. Clear? Okay. So your dy upon dx is equal to minus ay upon root 1 minus x square. According to requirement, what is his? Without root, do it cross multiply 1 minus x square dy upon dx is equal to minus ay, squaring on both sides. We get 1 minus x square dy upon dx whole square is equal to minus whole square plus a square y. Clear? Write down this here. 1 minus x square dy upon dx whole square is equal to a square y square. Now again differentiation with respect to this left side by product rule, and this is single function. By product rule, write down here differentiation with respect to x, we get again 1 minus x square derivative this 2 dy upon dx, derivative dy upon dx is equal to d square y upon में dx square plus dy upon dx whole square, derivative 1 minus x square, 1 is 0, minus x square minus 2x. Product rule is, and this result is equal to 2 square y derivative of y dy upon dx. First of all, power derivative, then y derivative. We can take common dy upon dx in left side. Take common here. And 2 also with 2. Anything? Not. Yes. Now take 2 dy upon k dx. Taking common from left side. Then inside the bracket 1 minus x square into d square y upon dx square minus x dy upon dx is equal to 2a square y dy upon dx. Now, comparing both sides, left to right, this 2 cancel this dy upon dx, this. Required things cancel out on both sides. 1 minus x square d square y upon dx square minus x dy upon k dx is equal to a square y. 1 minus x square d square y upon dx square minus x dy upon dx minus a square y is equal to 0. This rotations can be proved. Every time आप लोगों question not to substitute the value separately. No need to find out dy upon dx and d square y upon dx square, or no need to put in the left hand side. These questions rotations can be not approved. Why these questions? Clear? Understand? Hence prove. It is last question of last exercise, and your chapter is now complete. After 1 week, I will take test of this complete chapter. Prepare yourself properly. Understand? Solve them in your fair notebook. Okay.